pleasures of meeting today at this AHOA show President and Chief Executive Officer Larry Cuculic. Did I say it right?
You did say it right. Very good.
Yeah. Best Western Hotel Group at the show. Sir, so nice for your time to come and give us some few minutes of your.
Thank you, sir, and thank you to anyone who's participating and watching our interview.
Our interview. So now, first of all, congrats for your being our president and CEO of Best Western. Best Western is very dear to many people who owns the Best Western, and majority are you see here in AHOA. What is your first message to them as they are the owner of Best Western?
Well, thank you. That's a great question. When I assumed my responsibilities, I actually made 6 promises to our members. The first is they have a voice that will always be heard. The second is that I will work hard with integrity and fairness. The third is we will use their funds wisely.
Excellent.
We will develop our hotels thoughtfully so we don't impact any of our hoteliers. We have to protect the goodwill
Yes.
of our brand and make sure that we're protecting our reputation as well. And I think most importantly is that we value our members and we will always make sure that we are protecting their interests.
Yeah, and I think that note, I wanted to just go back one more stage and see that everybody after the COVID, they passed the toughest time, in history of the hospitality.
Yes, sir.
So, and now they saw that 2021 is beginning to give some green light, and 2022 has been very first quarter. Everybody's happy. But some nervousness coming back and saying, okay, what is going to happen to next? Are you optimistic? Or give us some feedback how you feel about the market.
So we've been conducting our member meetings throughout North America the past several months. And my message to our hoteliers is we can be very optimistic, but we have to be realistic as well. Meaning we have a situation in Eastern Europe that may yet impact us.
All right.
I use this term, we're in a war by proxy, which means that war will have an impact on, I'll call it discretionary spending. And travel is discretionary spending. And so that war we've seen has had an impact on gas prices, inflation, the stock market, which could, I'll call it, influence travelers. But for Best Western, that may not be such a terrible news because we find that our hoteliers benefit from regional travel.
Right, exactly.
Right? And so those, I'll call them influencers, may drive people to our hotels and let people travel, I'll call it, to our destination markets, which is really one of the strengths of Best Western. So I tell them to be optimistic. Okay. Realistic, and be ready for any potential challenges.
Now my third question is that the interest rate is going to go, like they're saying that maybe in this quarter going up. The lending is going to change the atmosphere up there. If somebody wants to buy or build Best Western, on a brand that you have so nice brand, so many, what facilities do you provide them in terms of that they can make a wise decision?
So we have an experienced design team and as well as an architectural team that can help them with regard to their plans.
Right.
With regard to FF&E,
right. Okay.
We have standardized packages that make it so simple, and they can then leverage our buying power by using our endorsed vendors with regard to those packages, which I think is also tremendously important because we can help them with, I'll call it, supply delays that we're experiencing.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Because we have endorsed vendors that we can then, I'll say, contact and influence to make sure those hoteliers can receive the FF&E and the support they need as they either convert or build a new hotel.
Okay. And another concern that a lot of people have, a lot of exterior corridor Best Western. Now there's a news, and I want you to correct us, that sooner or later Best Western is going to, they fear that some auto transfer, I think. They're saying that Best Western may not allow them to continue. Is that true, or help us, because there's some misperception about.
That is a terrible rumor.
Thank you.
We do not believe, and even she's smiling. We don't. That is not true.
That's not. We're good. I'm glad.
We believe that all types of hotels can meet the expectations of guests who travel.
Excellent.
And one thing that the pandemic taught us is some travelers actually prefer exterior corridor hotels,
Right.
because they can go right from their automobile directly into the room.
Right.
And they don't have to go through common areas to get to their room. It provides them some, I'll call it, safety and assurance. But today's travelers are looking for all types of experiences.
Absolutely.
And there is, I think, a resurgence to, I'll call it, the motel experience, so to speak. And if the hotel provides a great quality experience, it doesn't matter if it's an interior or exterior corridor hotel.
And I think one of the reasons when we were surveying a lot of hotel owners and figured out they have a very high praise for the operation of the way Best Western handles them. They're feeling about that the response and everything. Even I experienced that anything accounting, they're like super, and I think that's goes credit to you and the way Best Western managing. But one question my thing is, in this market, everybody is looking to see that holding horns working together. So if give us some message to our people who are looking as the Best Western owners or who wants to become Best Western owners, how they operate in this market with the costs are going high, the labor is a problem. Then again, saying that it's a family operations or a partnership operation or a people who run the property. They just wanted to get in. This market is coming up to a level that the cost is going up. How would you advise them or some guidelines in the working out?
So first of all, we believe our brand is the best value for hoteliers. We have a fee structure that I think can't be beat. What's important and what allows us to do that is we do not have shareholders. Our members are our, I'll call them, owners of this brand. And so we don't have to worry about what's a return on investment if I own stock in Best Western. Our funds are used solely for the benefit of our members. Second thing is we are focused on bottom line profit, not on top line revenue. And so we're now focused on how we can reduce costs for our operators. For example, breakfast costs, and housekeeping and front desk efficiencies. So we are focused on taking that, I'll call it, cost out so that revenue will actually result in bottom line profit. And the other thing I'll point out to everyone is we stand together shoulder to shoulder through challenging times. In the pandemic, we rebated to our members $65 million.
I heard that.
That is incredible that we were frugal at the corporate level, had an austerity program that was very aggressive, which allowed us to actually return $65 million to our members. That, I think, is the best example of how we stand together in tough times.
Excellent. I think you have given us some good responses, good feedback, good comments. We want to wish you a lot best in coming years. And as I was telling Rob, that we do every year investment forum, hotel investment forum. This time is in October 2022. And I'm inviting all the Best Western who are our clients, but I want to forward your invitation. If you have a time slot, we would love to come and be our keynote speaker. I'm just inviting you if you time visit. Because we get Rob comes there, the sponsors, and it's a show that if you want to see the majority of people in this kind of business are limited, good select service business. They are looking a brand that stays with them, and one thing about Best Western stays with them. So congratulations and wish you all the best. And I'm so glad that you gave us some time to meet you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir.